What's good, everybody? Good morning. It's 6:30 in the morning on a Tuesday. I hope you're up. I hope you're actually up and rising. Thank God for a new day. I'm really on here because I feel like I want to give you guys some details. Like just enlighten you on what's going on with Pinterest. I've been talking about Pinterest for a minute now, and most people are like, what is Pinterest? What are you actually trying to say? And I think exactly right now we are in a space where we're able to expand on growth, and you can really do that when you have the right audience. So why is Pinterest my topic of discussion? Why is that something that I'm really trying to push? I mean, yeah, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Clubhouse now, there's Twitter, there's LinkedIn, there's TikTok. We got email, shout out to Flowdesk. We got Pinterest. And why Pinterest fascinates me the most is because it's not like I'm excited because of the numbers I'm seeing. I'm just excited because of the way you can share and also add value to yourself. Because you go on social media, you want to learn from someone else that you probably don't know, which is an explore feed. But now you have to go and explore, but you have to also make different things to be part of the algorithm. So it's like, what do I have to do to stay relevant? And you get frustrated in the process. But when you have a brand, when you have a solid factor, when you have a unique value proposition, when you have a unique selling point, when you have something that's really your number one go-to, then you can decide to say, this is what it is and this is how I can achieve this. But you also have to read, you also have to research. I'm not the guru. I'm not like, oh, I'm going to get you to 1 million followers in a day. You could easily buy that. I can easily do that. But I wouldn't because of integrity, because of service, because of value, because I appreciate somebody's process. Especially when you're building something that's built to last, it's going to take a while. So how do you build that momentum as you are growing your feed? And the best way to do it is using Pinterest. Why? If you have a LinkedIn account and you don't have one, actually, let me say this. If you don't have one, go get one right now. Because when you have a LinkedIn account, you have that business professional standpoint. You can easily be searched for on LinkedIn and they can see your profile. It's literally like your CV or your resume online, but in a more stylish format. There's no other app that really does it like that. So you have to be out there, show what you've done, express yourself, like be real. Like if you've gone to this position, done this certificate, got this license, graduated from here, say those things because people need to know before they can trust you or talk to you, because sometimes you don't have time to say everything with a first impression. So be a brand, have your strong branding position out there, be your voice, and then go on Pinterest. And when I'm saying all these things, you probably should have a website. But you'll be like, oh, I have a website, but it's not going anywhere. When you have a website can be two things. Either it could be the best thing that could have happened to you or the most stressful thing that could have happened to you. It's either or. And I've been on both sides. So I know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to Pinterest, because Pinterest has been able to add this thing called a meta tag. And you can be able to have the tag manager connected to your website. And then once you claim your website on Pinterest and you have your contact information, you have your shop, you have your products, you have your brands, you have those amazing Canva designs, or maybe you're working with somebody that is, in branding and you have your really good logos in there. You have videos, you have photos, you have text, you have quotes, you have things that you can incite people, because if you don't have like bright images on Pinterest, you can't really attract, if you've noticed. The darker the image on Pinterest, the lower the reach. So you need to have bright colors, white, those really, really strong colors that can really reflect off other bright colors. So There are little things you have to keep in mind, and then when you connect those things, you're not just posting pictures. Now, this is where it gets fun. When you post pictures on all these other social platforms, you're actually posting pictures. That's literally what you're posting. Pictures. Think about it. Pictures, like actual files. So if you want to use those files so that you can get back what you posted, then Pinterest is where to be, because now you have a search engine. You're able to grow, you're able to expand, you're able to say, okay, if I have blue and white all the time, how am I going to use blue and white in my videos, on my fonts? How do I keep that consistency? So when somebody comes to your feed and sees you have created feeds and you have saved feeds, you're following people, you're probably even following your competitors, because when you do that, it means you actually value them. It's not like, oh, I'm following you to be following you. I'm actually following you because I want to learn from you. There are not a lot of followers and following on Pinterest, guys. So that's why I really value the viewership, the community, the way your feed even looks like, whatever you like, whatever you share. It's like you are what you eat. So if you keep on feeding your feed with stuff about something, it's like Tumblr to just keep, rolling. But it's like a snowball effect of Tumblr and Instagram and all these other great sites together. But now when you have Pinterest, you've claimed your website. Now you take that image, post it on Pinterest, and then go right back to your website and then post an article and then pin it. When you pin it, what is going to happen is that you're going to be pinning a picture that can go back to your website, which would have links and more information about what you just posted. So it kind of plays a role. And then when you have the trends, when you have the audiences, when you know what they're looking for, when you understand the roots, then you be like, okay, this is what we need to do. And then the moment you're kicking that in action, think about 30 posts in a day. That's impossible, right? Okay. Think about 30 posts in a month. Now you have one post a day. Let's say 1.5, because sometimes you may want to post twice or maybe even 3 times, depending on how frequent your campaign is. And then if you're posting once a day and you're using a program like Later, you have all your plans, all your designs, everything is together. Post that, put that on your Pinterest. Pinterest will now link it back to your website. You have already created content because you've done some market research. So that market research, you're using keywords, you're using websites like Answer the Public, you're using websites like should I say this other ones? Yeah, Uber Suggest is a good one. Shout out to Neil Patel. You can be able to do those things very well. Understand what the cost per click is. Get those extensions and know this is where the audience is. So when you're placing ads, this is the audience that needs this because this keyword is now searching for this. Now Instagram has keyword strategy. So when you have alt text, when you have posts, when you have words that you're using, you don't have to use 30 hashtags. You're literally burning out. So, and it looks spammy now when you have 30 hashtags. So do what you can, but if you want to use hashtags like 30 of them, okay, but I'd rather use them on stories and then just resize them so that they can be like invisible on your screen. So do what you have to do so that you can be able to grow. And with podcasts, that's really a good place to be. With blogs, a good place to be. If you have a website, if you have a store, it's good for all these things. And I'm gonna go right into the meat of it because I was able to start Pinterest. Actually, let me give you guys a little history. I started my own Pinterest, I think September 6th this year. So 2020, it's about almost 4 months now. And I was able to hit about 40,000 monthly viewers, not followers, monthly viewers. And then now, because I've not been really posting, now I've actually been trying to figure out, how I can help you guys also get to those points, because once I take off from that point, it's just going to keep going. But now I'm like, okay, I've learned Pinterest. Now I know what it's about and I can say some stuff about it. Before, like 3, 4, 5 months ago, I would be like, I don't even have an account, but now I'm able to say, okay, now I can be able to understand what I've done with my Pinterest for the so much time I've had it. I've been able to do about 877 pins. I should be probably at 1,000 right now if I was consistent, because I stopped at some point, like I said. So now it's going to get to a point where it's going to be 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pins. Those pins, it's not me creating 5,000 pins. It's me sharing about, you can do a 70-30 ratio and then you split the difference and know which one works for you. But most likely, if you're able to do 70% of other people's feeds and 30% of your feeds, what other people are going to be seeing on your feeds will attract the right people to see yours, which you now build the loyalty. So it's kind of like you're posting your stuff because you're relevant to that society, and then you're sharing other people's stuff that is like you or better than you, just to show that, hey, we have a community that actually knows this stuff. So build that. And then when you have TikTok and you have Pinterest, have these pro accounts, have the business accounts, and then you can be able to grow from there. If you want to learn more about all this, let me know. You can click the link in the description or just go to playing.online and get in touch with me, because we can be able to get, everything that you need out there. So I saved a lot of pins, and I saved some pins. I've saved about 102 pins for the podcast. So that's like 102 episodes. So I feel like there's a lot of information that I want to show you, and I'm going to start with something I just picked randomly. So the first one I'm going to pick, which is a pin, and somebody said valuable recommendations, Yanglish. Somebody said that, and this is a pin that I saved a while back. So the pin says why you should eat fruits every day. Do you hear that? How will you find that on other social media platforms if you're not searching for it? I didn't search for how you should eat fruits every day. How am I supposed to search for that? Do I know I'm supposed to search for that? So Pinterest is like the eye opener to your search, because you search for something, and let's say you have a store. Now, if you have a store, you should be pinning stuff like decor. You should be pinning stuff up like mannequins or fashion events or styles or, different seasons. Maybe, have that appeal, and then maybe do how-to videos or, little customer reviews. Use Trustpilot for your business reviews, by the way. It's really, really good. And understand what you're doing for your audience so that when they see you, they can understand you and trust you. Now, if somebody is buying a product from you and they've seen a pin on how you should eat fruits every day, they trust you because they know that you care about your health just as much as you care about their health, when it comes to working out and being healthy. So think about those things when you are building that rapport. And then it's like, how do you find your niche? How do you find your audience? Your audience is there. I'm so happy that you guys listen to me, and I really appreciate you for coming this far, because podcasting is not easy, especially when you want to do it on a consistent basis. You have to really, really have strong tenacity, and that's what I'm challenging myself to do this month. I want to have a lot of episodes. I keep saying it. I know in some episodes I've said, yeah, I'm going to do this. Yeah, it's hard, but I think because I've come to this point where I'm like, oh, I'm almost over 100. I mean, I am over 100 episodes. I know that by 200, it could really take flight. So there's no limit. And I just thank God that you guys are here to listen and enjoy this episode. If you're listening to this right now and it's a different year than 2020, thank God you made it, to this podcast. Check out the We Don't Play podcast, and you can also rate this podcast.com/We Don't Play. So yeah, rate this podcast.com/We Don't Play. That's what it is. Okay. So yeah, why you should eat fruits every day. I'm going to give you the rundown right now. Number 1, strawberries, they fight aging. And I think I also got to know that strawberries have more vitamin C than oranges. And I was like, that is impossible. Like, look at the size of an orange and then look at the size of a strawberry. You'll be like, huh? So this has more vitamin C, this has more nutrients. Yeah. Not that they're badly offset, but it's like they are literally in the same parameter, but strawberries just have better, properties. So I'll tell you what oranges are good for, but strawberries are great for fighting aging. So if you want to fight aging, or if you're fighting aging, you can use strawberries for that. Bananas, they boost your energy. Imagine taking a banana and going to work out. Or taking bananas and nuts and going to work out, or going to run, or going to do something. You're going to be so alert because your body has all that banana flavor, let me say it like that. So go check out, the nutrients, know exactly what it does to you. You can Google it. Cherries calm your nerves. I don't know if you ever knew that. Cherries calm your nerves. That's really interesting, guys. Grapes relax your blood vessels. Isn't that nice? That's why when you see people having grapes, the kings and the queens, a whole bunch of grapes, it's not just grapes, it's literally relaxing you. It's literally like putting you in that zone. That's why when they ferment grapes, it's wine. So it's literally like, yeah, you're literally in that zone. Think about it. Pineapples relieve arthritis pain. And then I just got to know also recently about pineapples that when you look for a pineapple, you don't know how rich or how good the pineapple is, if it's sweet or not, because they all look the same. Like they're all green and looking all nice and fluffy. It's like they got an afro, kinky hair wave. It looks nice. But with a pineapple, when it's yellow, that's really when it's ripe. And then sometimes it's like, oh, not all of them are yellow. But if you look at it from the bottom, if some parts of them are yellow, at least stretching out from the outer ends, then yeah, it's a really, really good spot. So it doesn't have to be fully yellow, because you may never get it all the time like that. But just look out for the yellow percentage. Let me just say it like that. Blueberries strengthen your heart. Blueberries strengthen your heart. So go buy that blueberry juice, or go get that blueberry, jam, whatever the blueberry you want to do, actually eat it. You can strengthen your heart by doing that. And then watermelons promote weight loss. Watermelons. That makes sense, because water is in the melon. And when you drink water, you're hydrating yourself, you're rehydrating yourself, you're being more active, you're being more proactive. With watermelons, you're drinking the water while you eat the melon, so there's taste, there's fruit, there's juice, there's nutrients. And then you're drinking. When they say you drink a lot of water, you lose weight. And I imagine drinking a lot of watermelon juice. A lot of watermelon juice? Oh my goodness, I don't even know. Do they even sell that? Do they sell watermelon juice? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe they do. I don't know. I gotta really be more, focused when I go to the grocery stores. But yeah, promote weight loss. So get you a watermelon, eat that thing up, and yeah, you're gonna be fine after 30 days. Then oranges. Yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier. Oranges protect your skin, and they protect your vision. That makes a lot of sense, because if strawberries fight aging, then when you age, you lose sight, or you just lose some things, or it just happens. I don't know, but I see the connection. So if it protects your skin, that means your skin stays fresh, your skin stays strong, your skin stays like very, very juicy. Let me say that, because you have moist on your skin. So the more moist your skin is, the more you're able to like touch your face, and you can feel like it's really smooth. Then your skin is protected with layers. You can be able to withstand the sun, the harsh weathers, and you can still maintain that beauty look. And then your vision, of course, when you eat carrots, of course, that's a bonus. when you eat carrots, your vision is always impaired. That's why you always look at Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? You know what I'm saying? You think about all those things and you're like, oh, carrots are good for you. Popeyes back in the day, with the spinach and everything, they promote good health. But at the same time, when you know what they do, when you know how they actually affect you, you should eat fruits every day. If somebody is eating fruits every day now it makes sense. Think about the Garden of Eden. Imagine if you're eating fruits every day, no meat, you can eat meat. I love chicken. But if you eat meat or fish or any other thing, seafood, whatever kind of food, cookies, like let's literally say anything, lollipops, whatever you want to consume, you think about the things it's doing to your body as you grow. But imagine eating fruits every day. And excuse me, but it's like if the Garden of Eden was eating fruits every day type of meal buffet, then okay, that's a feast. Hooray. That's a very, very great place to be. Because now you're like, oh, I'm eating fruits. I'm getting all these nutrients. I'm not even feeling a thing. They're all looking good. I'm eating grapes. You know what I'm saying? It's looking good. When you eat all these fruits, it just helps you with your health. I think I'm going to start having more fruits now. Now that I'm actually talking about this, it's like I pinned it because I know that it's going to help people. And that's what the We Don't Play is talking about. People are like, what is We Don't Play? What are we talking about? We Don't Play is an acronym. So when you think about We Don't Play and Work and Play Entertainment, you're literally putting into your mind that we are a community that serves education and entertainment gradually. That's perfect. We serve education and entertainment gradually. You graduate, you learn things, you grow. So how do you entertain and how do you educate gradually? You learn things that help you first, and then you learn things that will help other people. And then when you learn those things, they can help you find out the missing loopholes that you probably missed along the way. So everybody's a genius. God made everybody in his own image. So everybody has that level of genius. You should never undermine anybody. Never underestimate anybody. Always be nice. Always be gracious. Always be truthful. Or, just speak your truth. So when you think about all this stuff, you're like, whoa, you'll be excited because now you want to do more because you know more, if that makes sense. So take your oranges, protect your skin, and your vision. And then apples. Who can't forget the apple? I just came from the Garden of Eden. The apple says it helps resist infection. Now I see why Snow White. Okay, now it makes sense. Infection, biting the fruit, the apple, the Garden of Eden, infection. That's deep, yo. Anyway, I digress, guys, but I digress for real. So that's a crazy vision that I just got. I mean, I'm eating oranges, but that doesn't mean that, think about everything that you're doing and then apply that to your business. Now, imagine if you're so excited about your own industry like medicine or real estate or investing or anything that is, putting you in a position that's better tomorrow. Then you'll be more excited about information that you learn that is so basic, but you'll be like, oh, so if I do more of this, I can have 80 more years to live, and then I can be able to enjoy what I spent in my 20s and my 30s doing, that I can be able to benefit and then give back to my community and my family and my kids. Like, you start to become one with yourself. And then, of course, with God's purpose, faith, working hard and being strategic, you know exactly what you want to do. So that's what I'm going to say. And, that way, your blessings can be able to flow. And then you can be able to understand that, hey, okay, now I got this to do. Now I got that to do. So I believe that the idea And the whole strategy is to build information. And speaking of information, now that we're getting into the 25th, 26th mark on the minute, I want to talk about a little bit to do with Tuskegee Museum and the Tuskegee Airmen. You know, that's something that's going to be coming at you very soon. So this is a little announcement. There's going to be a lot more talk about it, especially when it comes to that information about it. So if you've never heard about it, or if you've heard about it before, yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot about it soon. So check out the Tuskegee Airmen, and you can be able to, you know, blend it in and then understand some little history about things that happened that will help you grow and become wiser in decisions you make today, so that you can be more impactful for your kids. And yeah, it's literally what you give back. Just have a legacy mindset, period. So watch out for the Tuskegee Airmen, and we will definitely, you know, keep you guys informed about what they got coming for you. So yes, you should eat fruits every day. That's all I'm trying to say. You should eat fruits every day. And the best part about this thing I've just talked about, imagine if you I just thought about it. Imagine if you actually made a fruit punch, or if you just blended all these fruits all at once and be eating this every day, or drinking it every day. Now you're literally having a diet, and let's say you're working out on top of that, or you're going to swim. I love swimming, by the way. I love swimming. That's a fun fact about me. I love swimming because I had to teach myself how to swim. I almost drowned one time, so I had to teach myself how to swim. I was like, I'm not gonna, fault like this. So yeah, exactly. So it's from your mistakes, it's from your lessons, it's from your downfalls that you realize, oh, I can learn how to do this. Probably if I had never drowned, I would have probably never wanted to swim or wondered why the water was so deep. So even jumping into an ocean one time was the scariest, most daring thing I've ever done, and I did it. And I was like, ooh, yeah, the ocean water is not like, it's not like pool water at all. I don't even know why I got to this topic, but yeah, it's definitely not like pool water. Ocean water is warm, it's salty, and then it's quite dense. So you have to really swim. You really have to know what you're doing, because if not, you can easily just. So God forbid, but yeah, just learn how to swim in the shallow end, the deep end. Learn how to hold your breath. And then it's also great for your health, because when you swim and your lungs, they're taking in all that energy, you're breathing in and out. Yeah, you're going to be looking really, really good. Your respiratory, people say this English, people really say that a lot of things in terms of pronunciations, and I'm like, huh? There's the British way, there's the American way, and then there's the other way, and then the other way. So I'm like, yeah, whatever I said, tomato, you understood it. So just make sure that you have, good health options. Take care of yourself. This definitely boosts your immunity, especially during the times we're in right now. And I just pray everybody just takes heed, and, health is wealth. You want to enjoy your labor. You want to enjoy what you work for. So work for something, do something great, and then do yourself a favor and buy yourself a milkshake, or get yourself a fruit ninja and literally start slicing. Fruit ninja, I need to download the app. Yeah, speaking of fruits all day. So yeah, this is your breakfast, by the way. I think I'm going to be doing more of this. Breakfast with Flav. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when we speak about these conversations, I want us to really build some intent. So that's what I would say for now. I will leave you guys at that. I'm going to bring another Pinterest topic. Pinterest is what I'm literally, don't think about Pinterest as, oh, it's another app. Think about Pinterest as a place to actually explore and build your own lifestyle. Like, you may never know some things you need until you be like, oh, that exists, or oh, I didn't know it could look like that. That's what Pinterest does to you. It's a search engine. You don't look for pictures on Google Photos. You look for pictures on Pinterest that you can find. You probably find them on YouTube. Yeah, that's literally how far people go. to find stuff. So be on Pinterest, understand what it is, and then also take in the course, download and sign up actually for the free lessons, because there's a free preview. And if you can really take in that information, you will know how important Pinterest is. And yeah, let's see how it goes, buddies. Let's see how it goes. Everybody has talked about Pinterest for so long, and I've been able to scale up. Now on Pinterest, I'm on like 20,000 monthly viewers. That's not bad for somebody who has not been active for a month, because I've been building other people's accounts, building other clients' strategies. And that's what I love. I love seeing other accounts grow. So you're like, oh, why is yours not growing? I'm like, I'll send you like 10 websites you can check. So when you think about all this stuff, understand that there's growth, and you can be able to build all these things when you have the right path, when you have the right solid ground for your business. So with that said, you should eat fruits every day. Check out playinc.online, ratethispodcast.com/we don't play. And you can also check in with the music, by me, Flav Beats, your host. And there are a lot of other hosts that are going to be on season 3. Yeah, now I said it in the 31. Yeah, I said it in the 31st minute or 32nd minute. And yeah, there's going to be season 3. So this is going to be level 3 coming up soon. So I'm excited. You guys are going to check it out in January. We have a host. And then also we have, I'll tell you guys about the host later. But for January 1st, God willing, 2021, we're going to have a guest. And I can't wait, because that's the perfect guest to just take off the year. So you guys stay tuned. There's going to be so much, I'm looking forward to it. This has been one of my best platforms to express myself, because sometimes I'm like, how do I say all these things on social media without having to type everything? Boom, podcast. This is a society and culture podcast platform. This is your business tips platform. I'm going to also give you some really, really great tips. And there's some other podcasts that you're going to have to listen to, because they're going to teach you about finance. They're going to teach you about education. And I'm going to bring them out when everything is looking good. So January is going to be a very good month for everybody. So yeah, tune in, stay tuned. God bless you all. I love you guys. Stay safe. Take your fruits every day, guys. I'm actually going to buy some fruits. I'm actually going to do this today. I'm literally going to do this today. So you may see my Pinterest. If you're looking for Pinterest and what actually you're trying to figure out where we are on Pinterest, just go to playinc.online, our website, and then, check in with the social bars, which will be there, and you'll see Pinterest, and then you can check in with us. But if you want to know exactly what it is, it's Play Inc. online. If you're looking for Pinterest, or just type in Work and Play Entertainment on Pinterest and you'll find us. So yeah, check it out. I'm going to definitely do this fruit shake, and I'm going to tell you guys how it tastes in the next episode when I bring in the next tip from the podcast board. You know what I'm saying? I love podcasts. I really, really do. All right, guys. I love you guys. I keep loving you guys because, God loves us first. So we have to also express that out. And, speaking of out, I put out a video on YouTube, and you're going to see this in the article, actually, now that I'm speaking about it. You're going to see this podcast, and you're also going to see the article where I put in the YouTube clip for Flowdesk and how you can actually use Flowdesk. And then there's some really great, natural ingredients I added onto the table, literally, where you can be able to use some hair products. Shout out to CW Hair Care. So you can definitely, see what is going down and see what's also happening in the clubhouse. So check all this new stuff that has been happening and stay in the loop, because you don't want to be left behind in 2021 at all. So this has been your amazing entertainment, society, and culture podcast feed. We Don't Play is a station to be. We don't play for real. So you guys take care. I'm going to get right into work, and you guys take care of yourselves. Stay fruity, keep your fruity ninja up. By the end of the day, stay prayed up and start a Pinterest account for yourself. When you start one and you want to do it for business, start a Pinterest for Business account, and then go take in the course, the masterclass on Pinterest marketing, which you can find at workandplayentertainment.thinkific.com, which will be workandplayentertainment.com very soon. So stay tuned and let's keep learning. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Peace out.